Next we go to Madrid, where the future of the traditional bullfighting industry is at risk. Younger Spaniards are showing little interest in the sport, while the downturn in the Spanish economy has made many once loyal fans turn their back on the bull ring. Guy Hedgecoe sends this report.
It's that time of year when bullfighting aficionados pour in and out of Madrid's Las Ventas bullring. On afternoons when a bullfight is on, it's almost impossible to find a parking space. The underground train that stops nearby is often packed, and many of the local bars are brimming with people having a quick drink before the spectacle starts. All of which would suggest that bullfighting is in rude health. But it isn't. Attendance has been dropping steadily over the last few years, due in great part to the country's lingering economic crisis. Spain is struggling to emerge from a financial slump. Its jobless rate is at 27%, and the government of Mariano Rajoy has implemented a stiff programme of austerity. In short, fewer and fewer people can afford to go to bullfights. In Las Ventas, a mid-range ticket for a seat in the sun costs 20 or 30 euros. For a more comfortable seat in the shade, fans are asked to pay at least twice that. But there's also a generational issue. After a bullfight finishes at Madrid's bullring, the vast majority of people spilling out of the venue are either pensioners or tourists, taking in one of Spain's most traditional customs. With so many other, cheaper pastimes to choose from, most Spanish youngsters are not interested. I don't have anything against bullfighting, but it just doesn't do anything for me, says José Luis Bermúdez, an odd-job man in his 30s. He adds, after all, a ticket for only a week of bullfighting costs about the same as a full football season ticket. The steady drop in sales obviously hurts bullfighting badly, and even people in the industry accept that it's in crisis. 6 years ago, when Spain was still booming on the back of its housing bubble, there were nearly 3,000 bullfights across the country. But this year, it's estimated that fewer than 500 will be held. Antonio Lorca has been El País newspaper's bullfighting critic for the last 20 years, but he fears for the future of the fiesta. There are all sorts of doubts hanging over bullfighting at the moment, he says. It's going to have to change if it wants to survive. Last year, the northern region of Catalonia banned the pastime. The Catalan nationalists who proposed the ban said they were doing so to protect animal rights. But there was a strong feeling that they were also seeking to assert their own Catalan identity by shunning this most classic and iconic of Spanish traditions. And over 500,000 bullfighting supporters have responded with a petition calling on Congress to make the fiesta a cultural asset that is protected by law. Nobel Prize-winning novelist Mario Vargas Llosa has supported this motion, but another Nobel laureate, J.M. Coetzee, has spoken out against it, giving the debate an added international dimension. But the way things are going, bullfighting might not survive much longer into this century. And if it doesn't, it probably won't be concerns over animal rights that kill it, but rather its lack of profitability in a country struggling to come to terms with a myriad of other economic and social problems. For World Report, I'm Guy Hedgecoe in Madrid.